Hi, I'm Bryn,
And I'm Ella.
and this is our presentation for our app, MyMovies. So the problem we wanted to solve with this app was we both found that on major streaming services such as Netflix, HBO Max, and other ones, that there weren't any recommendations that fit us. Also, we wanted to be able to figure out how a service can keep up with the user's ever-changing preferences and all that.
The solution we found was MyMovies, which is an app that has monthly check-ins so we can adapt to how accurate our suggestions are and how the user's preferences might change. Like you may like this franchise, but then you hate this franchise now. We want to make it more manageable and more accessible to see which is your recommendations and how we sort that through. And we have a meticulous quiz personality test, which features things like Myers-Briggs, your violence threshold, your maturity. And we also generate AI personalities, which are assigned based on shared preferences you may have, and we call them influencers that you can see in your suggestion section.
So now it's time for our
Here is
demonstration.
now the Xcode demonstration of our app. And as you can see here, you can click along and choose your preference for your violence threshold, the time period you want it to take place, pretty much anything. And then when you're done, you click done, obviously. Here's our home page. It shows what is currently trending and all of that. You can also fill out this form, which is pretty much the check-in. And yeah, you click done and it says thank you, and you goes back home. And then you click on the next tab, which is the suggestions based off your quiz. And it just shows a ton, like what movies are like women in film, popular with the age that the user is, when an influencer is watching or a friend. And then here's a quick search where you can search up stuff and has little just suggestions at the bottom. And then there's the questions page where it has frequently asked questions, and then how to retake the quiz, which it takes you back to the quiz, and you just do it again. And yeah, that is the Xcode demonstration.
It's Ella again, and this is the artboard I use on Adobe XD because I was in the design portion of this. And then I made a prototype app where you can click on first. This is the quiz section where the user first gets on if they have not made an account already. And here it has your Myers-Briggs and personality questions. And Myers-Briggs is a test that entails your personality, like if you're an introvert, extrovert, if you feel things, if you don't. And then the user would hit done right here, and this is our welcome page. And it has a basic what's now popular, like most apps do, but here is our quick search section, and you have this is for when you're in a certain situation, a certain mood, and you just want to find a movie based on that mood. And you have different genres here, and then you hit the home button to get home. These are your suggestions based off the quiz you previously took. And you hit home once again. This is our monthly check-ins to make sure that we're doing our job correctly. And then the user would hit done and go back. If they have any questions, they can have our frequently asked help section. And if they want to retake the quiz for whatever reason, they can click here and it gets them back to the quiz. Our target audience are teens because there's been a recent spike of interest in psychology within teens through social media like TikTok and Instagram. And teenagers consume the most media daily, which is about average 3 hours.
So what we plan to do moving forward is pretty much generate and integrate an AI program that develops recommendations more accurately into the app. We also want to make a more accessible profile for the user so that they can customize it as much as they want to. We also want to receive feedback from middle school and high school students to make our app more specific for them and make sure that we're hearing out what could be possible users. We also want to make a profit from charging users a monthly fee for more specific recommendations and access to more influencers.
Our motivation for doing this is that we were tired of the same inaccurate and shallow recommendations from platforms like HBO and Netflix. And personally, I was interested in the psychology behind the film, while Bryn is just an avid film consumer. And through the process, we found out how essential it is to make the app interactive for each personal user so you can relate to them on a level. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.